I'm calling 0871 222 1049 to vote for either Robert Wyatt or the Blue Tones. Which do you want to hear?
104.9.
Sorry, carry on.
71222 1049.
Love music. Love XFM.
There you go, something nice and fluffy for a summery day. That's Muse with Absolution.
Calm down, Muse. It's the gut-wrenching climax to Ditties in the Dock. This week it's the Blue Tones with Slight Return versus
A Signed Curtain by Matching Mole. I think maybe I'm pushing
poor old Adam.
I'm pushing the envelope with Matching Mole. I've got a feeling that the listeners have not gone with Robert Wyatt.
Well, you never know. There could be a last-minute turnaround. Shall we go to the phone lines? Best of 5?
Okay, here we go.
Simon, are you there?
Yeah, hello mate.
Hey Simon, how you doing?
I'm alright.
Good. Is it going to be Blue Tones or Robert Wyatt?
Blue Tones, mate.
Good choice. Thank you, Simon.
Thanks very much for calling, Simon. One for the Blue Tones. Come on, Matching Mole. Let's hear.
Joe, are you there?
Yeah.
All right, Joe.
Yeah.
Yeah, you all right? Yeah.
I'll say the mole.
Which one are you going for, Joe?
The mole.
Oh, yeah.
Whoa.
One for Matching Mole. Thank you very much,
Thank you, Joe. Okay, so it's 1-1. Kate, are you there?
Hello.
Hello, Kate.
Slight return, please.
Slight return.
Very polite.
Now, do we have...
Thanks for calling,
We thought
Kate.
they were all going to... Do we have another caller? Who we got?
We have
Michael, are you there?
Are you there?
Hi, Matching Moles. My brother just made me listen to it, and I think Matching Moles people would appreciate.
Wow.
Oh, brilliant. Yeah.
So it's 1-1. Do we have a fifth call?
We do.
Here we go. Wow, this is genuinely real, for real, spontaneous calls.
Hello.
Hello.
Who are we talking to for stuff?
Richard.
Hello,
Richard.
What are you voting for? Matching Mole or Blue Tones?
Blue Tones.
Oh,
Thanks, Richard.
that was close, man.
That was close. Never mind.
Where's the whistling? I wonder if everyone heard me going, turn the whistling down, man, at the beginning of
I was
that track.
confused.
I think the mic was still on.
The mic was still on.
The ditties in the dock bed was going on underneath the tones.
Sorry about that. I thought it went quite well, the whistling.
Yeah.
Mark Morris would be into that
It's
kind
like
of
a
thing,
mega
I think.
mix.
Yeah, exactly. Well, that was very good. I mean, you know, you can't go wrong with that. Blue Tones and Slight Return. But, you know, if you've got any kind of musical adventurousness in you, then go out and find yourself a copy of
Play it next week, man.
Matching Mole.
Play it next week on the show.
Do you know what? It's not the kind of song that you would really hear on XFM, and I can understand there's a time and a place for everything, but it's well worth seeking out. Anyway, thanks very much for listening. We really appreciate it.
Slightly chaotic show this week.
You know, but next week we'll have another afternoon play for you, another celebrity regression and all great news.
Plus, we're leaving you in the slick and capable hands of John Hillcock now here on XFM. We'll see you next week. Bye!
Bye!
Towels as we go for a big naked man shower. What? No, sorry. I don't know what you mean. This is so complex. Could it possibly mean that I'm repressed in some way? No, surely not men's bums. I'm sorry. Buttocks? No, I'm sorry. Men's muscles. Dirty men's muscles.
And relax, Adam, relax. The number is 0871 222 1049 to win tickets for Darren Brown if you can tell what actor Adam was being regressed into
Hairy men's
and what the someone works out who he is. Help us, call, help us, help him, please! That's the choral with Pass It On. This is Adam and Joe on XFM. Adam is in a state of celebrity regression. He's been regressed into the mind and films of a famous film star. We have Steph on the line. Steph, is it Steph or Stefan we should be saying?
Stefan, yeah.
Stefan. Good afternoon. Thank you for calling, Stefan.
Pleasure.
Do you know what star Adam has been regressed into? If you'd like to... Well, when I say go, if you say the name, if you're right, Adam will come out of his regression. If you're wrong, he may stay in the mind of that actor forever. God forbid. Okay, ready, Steph? Say the name now.
Dennis Quaid.
Stefan, absolutely correct. That's extraordinary. How did you figure that one out?
He did the Alien thing and the Great Balls of Fire movie. And
That's correct.
Really popular way long time ago, wasn't it?
Well, he's making a comeback in The Day After Tomorrow.
All right, I'm not going to see that.
Oh, come on,
Sorry.
Stefan.
What's the last film you saw, Stefan?
The last film I saw.
Yeah.
It's got to be Return of the King on DVD.
And how was that? Did you enjoy that, or did you find that a disappointing wind-up to the whole trilogy?
Well, you know, the Raising of the Shire was left out. I'm not sure if it's in the bits with all the extras, the DVD with all the extra scenes cut out. But gotta say, it's a bit disappointing without the Raising of the Shire.
Yeah.
I'm really sorry about that, Stefan, and we're going to try and sort that out for you and get the Shire raised in future. But listen, thanks a lot for
Hey,
phoning in.
Stefan, you've won tickets to Magic Man Darren Brown. Does that sound like the kind of thing you'll enjoy?
Woo! Great, thanks.
Yeah, cool. What a great response.
Thanks,
Stefan,
man. Thanks
Thank
a
you
lot
so
for calling.
much.
That's absolutely correctly guessed.
Well, the 3 films, I got those.
Yep.
That was Enemy Mine, wasn't it?
Enemy Mine,
With
exactly
Louis
right.
Gossett Jr.
Wolfgang Peterson film.
Alien Tolerance preaching movie.
It's not bad, actually.
It's a bit of a classic. Great Balls of Fire.
Great balls of fire.
I've never
Slappy
seen that one.
pappy. Neither have I. No, I've seen bits
Where
of
are
it.
you getting all this slappy pappy
I
nonsense
just
from then?
made it up. But he gives one of the most ridiculous performances in cinema history in that film, so it's worth
Says who?
checking out.
How do you know if you haven't seen
I've
it?
seen bits of it.
Who plays his teenage bride? Is it
Winona
Winona
Ryder, yeah.
And the last one was Far From Heaven, directed by Todd Haynes.
About a repressed homosexual man in the 50s.
Yes.
You're listening to Adam and Joe. We are here for the next 1 hour on XFM, and we'll be back right after this.
XFM.
Put a smile upon your face. That's,
yeah. What is that, Adam?
That's the Coldplay.
Is it?
Yeah. They're so hot right now.
Oh my god.
They're going to be huge. I think they're...
think?
Yes, I think they're going to be enormous. And before that, you heard the Strokes. They're so hot right now.
Oh my
The
god!
Strokes, have you seen them?
Yes.
They come from New York City and they have funny hair.
New York City is cool.
Funky
Everyone
hair.
in New York City is cool. They wear bad, naughty clothes.
What's that voice?
I don't know. So, I don't know what you feel about this, listener, but I feel that cinemas are becoming ungrateful towards our custom. And the reason I'm saying that is last weekend, I think I spoke about it before, but I went to see Harry Potter, and Odeon Leicester Square, they had speakers outside the cinema to marshal the, large crowds. Fair enough, they were large crowds, but the speakers were going, if you bought your ticket, please move towards the auditorium, move towards your seats. If you've seen the film, please exit the cinema, move out of the vicinity of the cinema. No please, no thank you, just like cattle.
Cinny cattle.
Cine cattle. Then, when you go into a cinema now, and I think this is just View cinemas, they used to be called Warner, they're now Views. There are all these warnings before the film. You didn't used to get them before films, did you? You just got them on videos. Copyright warnings. Now copyright warnings are before the feature. All about, if you bring any sort of camera, mobile phone, or video camera into this film and film it, you will be prosecuted and put in prison, and really,
Yeah.
they're not that awful, I suppose, but kind of tedious, pedantic, pedagogic, even,
Ooh.
warnings.
Dunno
And
what that
then, when I saw Harry Potter, there was one that came up that said, warning, staff of the cinema have been supplied with infrared goggles, and they will be coming into the screening and checking you all during the screening that you're not filming this amazingly wicked film that's like visual gold.
Maybe they were just trying to...
And then they did. This geezer came in the middle of quite an exciting moment with his stupid glasses on, his
Magic-
arms folded,
magic
stood
goggles.
right in the middle of the audience and started looking us all up and down to check we weren't doing anything naughty.
Magic goggles, it's Dumbledore's magic goggles.
Well, he could have. If he'd worn a wizard's hat and had some glitter on the glasses, then that would have made it different. But you know what? I thought, sod you, cinema. I'm paying you money to come and see your film, and you're treating me like some kind of irresponsible criminal.
They're trying to battle against the
I know
wave
what they're
of
doing,
piracy.
but I'm issuing a warning, Adam.
Are you?
Yeah, I'm saying, watch out, cinema.
Oh.
Because we, the audience, will boycott you if you don't treat us with a little bit of respect.
Respect. Where's the best kind of cinema to go these days? You know what? I haven't been to the
days?
cinema for years.
Little kiddies, isn't it?
Years. What are you saying about little
I'm
kiddies?
saying it's because you've got a little kiddie.
Yeah, that's true. But it's also because I must say it's just a bit of a pain in the bottom.
Well, I go regularly,
Yeah.
and I think the best cinemas in London... it's a good question, isn't it? The best cinema in London. I'll come back to you on that,
Yeah, yeah.
because I want to answer that correctly.
Well, what about the Electric in Notting Hill with the amazing
I haven't been
seats?
there.
Have you not?
That's the place where you get served food and stuff.
Yeah, it's one of those things that you hear about and people say, oh, you've got to go to the Electric, it's wicked, it's got massive great seats, you can eat and drink while you watch the film. And then you think, well, I think I might avoid it. But I ended up there one day and it was really good. It wasn't that full. It was, we went to see Minority Report there a while back, and it was a nice place to see that quite boring film. And I was so comfortable. I got myself a big bottle of wine and some chips or something, and just sat there.
Did they come in with infrared glasses and check that you weren't sculpting the film out of chips?
No, they didn't.
Didn't they? They weren't checking you weren't arranging like a frame and making it out of peas, then selling it on the black market. I've got Minority Report out of peas.
What about
$5.99.
Do you think they would be upset if you remembered the film and then did a amateur stage?
Easel and a sketch pad, and just be sketching frames from the scene, and see if they bust me.
That's a good idea. And then you could auction your work on the net.
I could create a flick book of the film. You could take your mobile phone and just take little. We were talking about this, weren't we? Just take little frame grabs of the film, then sell pirate flick books.
It's so much effort, though. I mean, in theory, you could go there with 2 digital cameras, and you could run little movies of them, like, alternately. As soon as the 1 30-second chunk ran out, the other one would start up. Then you could edit them together on your computer. And you'd be a freak, though, wouldn't you?
Yeah, but it would almost be worth it to get back at those idiots with their stupid infrared glasses.
Yeah. We'll be right back after this from Modest Mouse. This is Adam and Joe on XFM.
What do you know about them, Adam? Modest Mouse.
You know what, I heard about Modest Mouse a long time ago when I was in LA, and I went to some party, and there were loads of college kids there, and we'd just been to see Radiohead, so everyone was buzzing about Radiohead, and these kids were saying, "Hey man, if you like Radiohead, you better check out Modest Mouse. It's incredible. It's the most amazing indie album that I've heard all year, and it's gonna rock your entire world." So I bought the Modest Mouse album, and it failed to rock my entire world. It bored me to sleep. But this is their 5th album now. They're from Washington, in the American states, and this album is called Issaquah.
No, the place is called Issaquah. The album's called Good News for People Who Love Bad News.
Single is taken from Issaquah.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, trust me, man, I've read it.
The Issaquah Washington
I quite liked
State
it.
Quartet.
Modest Mouse.
Yeah.
I like them. Might investigate them further. So, sorry, before you start further to my anger about people in cinemas.
Yeah.
Had a very good email from somebody here. His name is Corey Doctorow, and I'm not sure this is him that's actually done this, but obviously I'm not the only person to be angered by these copyright warnings before films, and someone has a technique of taking when the warning comes up that says you are not permitted to use any camera or recording equipment in this cinema, this will be treated as an attempt to breach copyright. Any person doing so can be ejected and such articles, blah 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 blah. This guy takes a flash photo of it, and apparently he gets applause every time.
Oh.
The other thing to do would just be to lob popcorn at the guy in the infrared glasses.
That's not... You see, that's the wrong kind of reaction.
Why?
It's not an intellectual reaction.
Well, what's the intellectual reaction? You're watching a film, the way to get rid of this guy without disturbing anybody is to lob but lobbing popcorn has for centuries been a cinema audience's method of communicating.
No.
With other people in the audience, with the film if it's bad, and so why not at the ushers if they're staring us down with silly infrared glasses as if we're irresponsible children?
It's the resort of the yob, though, isn't it?
Not popcorn, because it doesn't really hurt. Makes a mess, but, you know, small price to pay.
It starts with popcorn, then it'll be toffee popcorn, which is heavier and maybe very hard, and then maybe wine gums, and then curly whirlies.
Then whole tubs of Coke.
You know, then cornettos, which are very sharp-ended.
Well, it may come to cornettos. Any means necessary, Adam. Any means necessary.
Man, that's fighting talk, but I don't want to advocate popcorn throwing.
What about Skittles?
No, not even Skittles, because they're small.
They're like
and
little
hard.
bullets.
They're like little rubber bullets.
I wonder what the most dangerous sweet to throw is. You reckon? Brian reckons Skittles. Yeah. A Skittle on the back of the head apparently is lethal.
Skittle,
Wow.
that would hurt. But I tell you what would not hurt
I
is
tell you, if you got a
flying saucer.
That's true.
That
It would
hurt.
fly very well.
Unless it burst in your face and went in your eye.
But if you've got a Skittle lodged in your head, in your brain, it would unleash the rainbow inside your head.
We can't tell
Advocate
people that,
that, no.
no, because people will try and push Skittles into their brains, and then we'll get fired. Hey, I'll tell you one thing cinema related, is what is happening to taglines, yeah?
Yes, now this is something Adam and I have been talking about. We reckon the art of cinema taglines is dying.
Most famous tagline in history, what would you say it is, Joe?
Well, probably just when you thought it was safe to go back in the water. Which is
Okay,
Jaws 2.
number 2. would be In Space No One Can Hear You Scream.
Yeah.
Alien.
Yeah.
You'll Believe a Man Can Fly. Superman.
I tell you, this another good one from recent years. The Royal Tenenbaums. The film The Royal Tenenbaums had a very good one. Family isn't a word; it's a sentence.